Welcome to DragCon!
Hi. That was not the way she does it.
Yeah. For those of you who do not know, for those of you who don't know, is anyone here who doesn't know who I am? Be honest. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. For those of you who don't know who I am, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Bob, the drag queen. Hold for applause. I was the winner of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 8, which means I don't matter anymore.
Wait, no, you're bald. Season 9.
Ever since they crowned Voldemort,
exactly.
I'm now officially... And this is Bob's assistant on Instagram.
Ooh.
But his actual legal name is Louise Alvarez Shock. And his social security number is 146282. Never mind. And we actually have a brand new show with World of Wonder.
Bobbin Around.
Ooh. I guess now that Katya and Trixie are on TV, they gotta have somebody.
They got it.
Right? Now Louise is single.
Ugh.
That's when you go, ooh.
Ooh.
They were like, we don't
is that
care.
When I go ooh, or
no,
they
that's
go
when they
ooh?
go like, ooh. They were like, and?
And? We're
Don't
all
nobody,
single.
Don't nobody want her. This is New York City. Like, I feel like outside New York City is like when you're like, I'm single, everyone's like, oh my God, you're single. But in New York City, they're like, so?
So?
We're all single. Like, who's really like happily dating in New York City? Like in New York City,
And if they are, they're open. So
oh yeah, exactly.
So on Friday nights, they're single anyway.
In New York City, you're dating because you have a lease together. You're like, listen.
Or you own a cat.
You're like, bitch, this apartment is rent controlled. We ain't breaking up until the lease is out, bitch. But as soon as this lease is done, I will never talk to you again.
You only date because you're both on the one train.
Exactly. I'm saying, I don't do long distance relationships. One time a guy in LA was like, you want to date? And I was like, bitch, I wouldn't date you if you lived in Brooklyn, okay? Like, if I'm dating, you need to live off the red line. That's what I'm talking about, girl.
It's true. No, I mean, when I had, I have it still, Grinder, I only open it near the one train.
Oh, girl.
I don't, like, if I'll walk a couple blocks, I'm like, no, I'll wait till I get to 8th Avenue.
Mike Grinder says
Grinder.
Proximity is sexy. And that is true, girl. So Louise and I, we travel around the world. We've traveled everywhere. We've traveled, not everywhere, but we've been to...
the UK, Brazil, literally all of America.
Australia.
All of America.
South America.
Have we been to... We haven't been to Montana.
We have not been to Montana or West Virginia.
So if anyone knows any promoters in Montana.
We don't tell.
Woo,
really?
Yeah.
So you're the guy. If you're here, who's in Montana? It's like Montana population. Whoever's driving through right now, work, girl.
Yeah, we've been everywhere. UK, Brazil, Australia.
I mean, we have been everywhere from London to Mobile, Alabama, okay?
We have.
Folks, I was like, would you ever perform? I'm like, I will perform at a Walmart if they pay me enough money, girl. I'll be right between kids' toys and the goldfish they've been raising since 1996, okay? Right. So Bobbin Around started as a web series on my YouTube page. It's still up. We would film ourselves in different towns and then record it and then edit it. I would edit it on the plane because I couldn't fall asleep, but now I could sleep. I could sleep anywhere, girl. Let me tell you right now. So I used to edit it on the plane, film ourselves between friends and random people we'd meet, and then I just throw it up on my YouTube page. So I ended up getting way too busy to edit it on the plane. And I fall asleep on every flight, every time.
And then we just got more boring.
Exactly. It's like, oh, we're like, we ordered Domino's in the hotel again. That was exciting. But this time we got pepperoni, so we're crazy.
Extra sauce.
Should we get cheesy bread? Should we be bad?
I'm lactose. Actually, I'm the worst to eat pizza with. I rip off the cheese.
He's the one who goes, can I have your, you know the one who's like, you know who blots the pizza? I'm like, girl, white girl, please.
No, but then I rip off yeah, it's horrible.
Can you have gluten-free? No, bitch. No. We have cheese, gluten, and grease. Eat the pizza. Like, if you want a gluten-free cheese, you don't want pizza. Can we just agree to that?
Right. Well, I just eat the bread and the crust. That's all I eat.
Eat a loaf of bread at that point.
Not the same.
It's not the same. You're right. So someone at World of Wonder said, "Girl, we will actually edit your footage for you. Send it all to us." And I was like, "Sweet." So we send them our footage.
It was like almost 200 videos, and they said,
and most of them weren't usable. Talking about Raheem, you know what I'm talking about? And it's not always gonna be like, "Ooh, Rio." We're gonna have someone's like, "Ooh, Columbus, Georgia." Waukesha, Wisconsin, girl. Actually, you know what I wish we had filmed? The gig that I did when we were in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Are y'all from Allentown?
Sorry.
This was one of okay, This was one of the roughest gigs I ever did. First of all, we performed in a tent.
It was Pride. It was
like
Pride.
like a Southern Baptist revival tent. It was raining that day. First of all, we pulled into downtown. I was like, "What is that smell?" Louise was like, "Grass. That's grass. We don't have that in the city. That's called grass." So then it starts raining, and I'm wearing high heel shoes. So because I'm not on All Stars 2, I was wearing high heel shoes. So I'm like sinking into the grass, like heels sinking into so walking like my toes are in the air, trying to do purse first. And then it was like, girl, it's time for the meet and greet. Okay, when I tell you full on thunderclap, sheets of rain, I'm standing outside in the rain. There's a line. I'm like, you know what? First, I was in the tent, but I kind of getting wet. And I thought to myself, you know what? If all
because everybody had their umbrella, and when they would go into the tent, they would do this.
And I'd be like, oh, nice,
and
okay. And I said, you know, if everyone's standing in the rain, I'll stand in the rain too. So I went and stood in the rain, but guess who was standing under a canopy, dry and snug as a bug in a rug? A little Orlando Bloom over here. And by the way, I realized that in that video,
Elijah Wood, let's be serious.
In that video, I realized I looked like Patti LaBelle the whole time. Like, full on, like, oh my God, I can't remember the words. Oh, I'm a cute car. It's like the whole entire time. They're like Orlando Bloom and Patti LaBelle have a web series now. They're the new Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart.
Funny. Well, yes.
Am I Snoop?
You'll cook
Snoop.
And I'll eat the food.
That's true. All right, listen up. Okay, first of all, some people don't know about Louise. Louise is actually not white. Shook. I know, you're shook. Because you were like, no, bitch, he's transparent. Louise is actually, he's a Latino. He is Colombian. But everyone thinks he's, yes. Woo! That is what they call in the Latin community a Decepticon. You know what I mean, girl? He sneaks around and gets all your white secrets and brings them back to the people of color.
That's true.
So everyone thinks that Louise is white, so they call him Louis all the time. But then you ever had if you're in New York City, you know this, because you have friends, and you don't know they're Latino until they call their mom on the phone.
That is true. That's so true.
They're like, anyway, hold on, my mom's calling, hola, Majiris. I'm like, oh, word. We would like to take some questions from the audience. I kind of want to like walk around with the microphone and hear the question. I should probably stay up here the whole time. What's your question, baby?
Hey.
What's your name first?
Bonnie.
Hey, Bonnie.
Bonnie, hi.
Hey, I love you so much, Bob. You're you're the freaking best, man.
Eat it. Thank you.
You're cute.
I will eat it. Trust.
My question is, because you're like so like uber talented, like mad.
I agree.
No offense.
She does drive Uber.
How did you feel, or how do you feel now when Michelle said that one time that you were showboating and that you should come back, you should bring it back? Because when I was watching that as a viewer, I was just like, she's destroying everybody, and she should show that boat all the freaking round. And like, why do you gotta like? That's what it's for. Like I don't know. What is your answer?
It was an interesting. Okay, when you're on Drag Race, you're really like thinking a lot when you're on that runway, because that's where you can make and break your entire experience on Drag Race. I'm like, I don't want to argue with this mean old lady, so I don't want her. I don't want to be like, bitch, you showboating. I'm from Atlanta. That's my natural inclination. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. But instead, I was like, let me just stay calm for just a moment here, girl. But I also was trying to take the criticism constructively. Thank you, Louis. I was also trying to take the criticism in, like, this makes sense. I want to hear what she's saying and try to apply it to my situation. So it was kind of scary. Fun story, too. Whenever I go on tour with Kim Chi, you didn't know a while back, me and Raven had that little internet beef where she was like, your purse. And then whenever Kim's mad at me, Kim always goes, Raven was right about you. And then whenever I'm mad at Kim, I just go, RuPaul was right about you. All right, thank you, Bonnie.
I will say this.
By the way, and I do have a stand-up comedy special available. It's airing on Loco for the next month. It is called Suspiciously Large Woman. It'll be on iTunes in about 2 weeks. Thank you.
Hi, Bob.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, it's Tim.
Hey, Tim.
Hey, so I've seen you perform many times, and you're fantastic on stage. And you do this lip sync suicide. How did that come about? Where did that come from, and what goes through your head when a song gets thrown out that you may not know?
Well, okay, drag suicide is a New York. Okay, now Louise has been coming to my shows for. Okay, Louise and I.
Thank you for keeping me relevant.
I know, that's what I do. Louise and I have been knowing each other since before he's my assistant. He was just like a fellow drag queen. So we don't know. Louise was also a drag queen once.
She was gorgeous.
She actually is really, really beautiful. Look up Lola St. Lords on Instagram.
That's a nice. The past 2 years. That's the nicest thing you ever said to me. Of course, I had to be in front of a million people
exactly.
who have.
Now set the calendar for 2 years from now, and I'll be nice again. But Drag Suicide is a New York City institution. You go to a show, because in New York City we do shows that last legitimately an hour and a half, and it's just you by yourself.
At least.
It's like, I need to fill out 15 minutes. How am I going to do it? So you just take suggestions from the audience, and you say, what songs do you want? And someone's like, Slave for You, Britney Spears. I'm like, that was a little pointed. Dirty, Christina, the theme from Good Times, like all this ridiculous stuff. So you have to make a narrative and make it all fit. So they do like maybe 15 seconds from each song, and you have to like string it together and make it all make sense. So I don't try to think of the songs that come along. I just literally do the first thing that comes to my mind, which is how I ended up in a lot of troublesome situations. But also that mindset got me to win Drag Race. Just doing, like when I was on Snatch Game, I was like, I'm gonna do 2 characters. And I remember someone going, they say you could? And I was like, I didn't ask. I just snuck in my Carol Channing costume and was like, I'm gonna do my second character now. So I just do whatever comes to my mind.
But I remember one day I filmed his Drag Suicide, and it was 45 minutes of Drag Suicide. Hey.
Just grab the mic. There you go.
Oh, they turned the mic off or something? Just scream, mommy.
Someone help her. Yes, queen for the people. Help her out.
The question for us is...
It feels like a mic check.
That's it.
Running for president.
Running for president. You have to be 35 to run for president, so in 15 years, I'm just kidding.
So 5 years ago.
Girl. I am old. My original drag name was Harriet Tubman.
Oh, God.
You know, I love to be political, but that I don't know that that's a job I could ever actually take on. So maybe a local alderman one day maybe I'll run for dog catcher. But I'm gonna let the politicians do that part. And I just prefer to yell at politicians when they're acting like.
It's easier that way.
And because you asked, I can't run for president. I wasn't born here.
He was born in Colombia, yeah.
I know. Dream Act.
Yep, there you go.
Get it going. Hashtag Dream Act.
Thank you. Step forward, baby. What's your name?
Kevin.
Hey,
Kevin.
Hi. I just wanted to get your opinion on something.
Okay.
Not on my T-shirt, but.
Not on my fucking clothes. I wear it with my body, my rules.
In both of your opinions, which drag queen from all of Drag Race do you think is most qualified to sit down and negotiate with North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un?
Yes.
Not including kimchi.
No. I don't think she'd be good at it.
First of all, Kimchi can barely string a sentence together in Korean. I'm still not convinced she's not Kim Jong-un.
You know who I think would, though? You know who I would think? She's not from Drag Race. Maybe, if you consider. But Lady Bunny. I feel like if you put Lady Bunny, they'd just be so weirded out. They'd be like, yeah, sure, you're right. She's like, I don't know. I feel like Lady Bunny would be the one.
Realistically, if you've ever been around her, you know how brilliant she is. RuPaul.
Oh,
I'm telling you, RuPaul is one of the smartest people I've ever. It's an intimidating amount of intelligence, and if anyone could be a diplomat for the United States around the world, it is Paul.
Yeah.
Ru, middle name, last name Paul.
She's very political. I feel like she already does have.
Oh my God, we only have 5 minutes left. Let's try to burn through
through
these.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, baby. What's your name?
Who lied?
Hi there, my name is Casey. In drag, my name is Miranda Rights, because I don't know how to read. I have a question for you. I have a question for you, Louise. Louise, sorry.
What's up?
Louis.
When you met Bob, what went through your mind saying, I want to be her assistant?
Well, I mean, we met 6 years ago. So at that moment, that wasn't really a possibility. When I moved to New York, I was here for the summer, and I met Bob, and we just stayed in touch. That's pretty much what it was. We just stayed in touch. I moved away. We did drag together. She was the first one that booked me here in New York in drag. So before Bob was announced, I was working for a Broadway choreographer, and it was very busy. I was his assistant during a show. But then I got a call one day from Bob saying, "Hey, I can't be specific, but would you be interested in being my assistant?" So it was just like yeah, why not? Why would it not be? Be with friends, I got to travel, I have a good time. So it wasn't a part of my life until it became a part of my life.
Awesome.
That's
Thank
really what
you.
it
We might have to take two more.
Hello, hello. My
Hey,
name is
what's your-
Alicia Day, the black
Alicia
way,
Day?
the good Christian way, not
Good work.
the ICIA way.
There we go.
The SHA, yes. Okay, so my question is for you, or both of you, since you both did drag. Okay, so my question is, what advice would you give to a new drag queen, specifically a black drag queen?
Honestly, you know, the reason I started doing drag, I saw BB Sahara Benet on season
Hello?
1.
Yes.
And I just thought to myself, I feel like I look like that. Like, I was like, I look like this person, and I see a representation of myself. And she wore black lipstick, and it wasn't gothic; it was glamorous.
It was sexy.
And I wore black lipstick like exclusively for like 2 years because of BB Sahara Benet. And the real thing is, like, you may not see a whole lot of folks doing what you're doing or doing it the way you do it or the way you want to do it, and it doesn't matter. If you're having fun and you want to do it and you're not harming anyone and you're bettering yourself, then just do it. People always say, how do I start drag? You know, you start drag, you do it. You don't sit around and say, I won't go out till I'm perfect. Well, guess what, bitch? You'll never be perfect. So you'll never leave the house. You'll just sit at home doing drag in your bedroom by yourself looking crazy as hell. Someone said this to me today, you look great. I said, finally. All I had to do was win RuPaul's Drag Race $100,000. I finally look good, you know what I mean? But if I let someone think I'm not pretty stop me from doing drag, I wouldn't have never won Drag Race. You see what I'm saying? And I would watch it on TV. I've always done this. My brother will tell you this. I've always said, I've always said, I could do that. I would sit and go, I could do that. And I watched Drag Race. I said, I wasn't even drag. I said, I could do that. I know I could do that. And then I watched Bianca Del Rio win. And I said, I could do that. And then I went and I fucking won Drag Race. And I was standing in front of everyone. I always said to my mom the other day, I said, Mom, I'm gonna win a Tony Award. I'm gonna win a Tony Award. And she goes, well, and she believe my mom, if I told mom I can grab the moon, she'd say, well then bitch, grab it. You know what I mean? Because my mom believes I can do anything I say I can do. And some people are like, that's impossible. I said, no, I can do that. If you can do it, I can do it. There's no reason why there's anything you can do that I can't do as well. Because I have all the equipment you have, boo. See what I'm saying?
I will say this though. When you are just doing something like drag, where you become a persona, just always stay true to yourself. If you have interest in something, just do that. You know, do what really makes you want to continue doing this. I kind of stopped doing drag because I felt like I was doing things that I wasn't really interested in. But a lot of girls are like, I need to do top 40, I need to do this. What gives me the most tips? No, bitch. Do what you want to be up there doing, and everything else will come from it. I mean, people tell Bob all the time, you can't be a comedian and win RuPaul's Drag Race. Well, he did. So, end of the day, if you are who you want to be on that stage, people will see that, people will want to come watch you, and they want to pay you to do it.
Yeah, I mean, the truth is, I don't think any girl from Drag Race who won has ever been the prettiest on their season. That's the real tea. None of the winners were ever the prettiest, ever. But we were the fucking fiercest, and we always knew we would win. I can't take your question, I'm so sorry. He told me I had to wrap it up.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, guys. I can't believe we talked too much in the beginning.
We were also hiding under here for like 20 minutes.